Hey guys, my name is Azaria and welcome to my channel. Today I will be talking about 7 reasons why your hair is not growing, sis. Now I'm putting in a disclaimer. I am not a cosmetologist, I am not a physician. This is things that I found that worked for me when I changed or implemented into my hair routine and I actually saw results from. So I really hope that you enjoy this video. Please give me a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed. And let's get into these tips / reasons why you're not achieving your hair goals, okay? Reason number 1 why your hair is not growing is because you're not properly assessing your hair. Are you spending enough time paying attention to what your hair is asking from you? Is your hair dry? Is your hair overly moisturized? Because that's actually a thing. Do you know the porosity of your hair? Do you know if you have split ends? Do you know if you have heat damage? Do you know if there is some sort of scalp condition that you're not even recognizing that you have? So you need to be assessing your hair and paying attention, spending some time with your hair, seeing what it's asking from you, seeing what it needs, and then you will implement things that will help you achieve your hair goal or hair lengths. And that brings me to number 2. You don't have hair goals. How do you plan to achieve hair growth if you do not set goals for your hair and things that you want to achieve hair-wise? If you are currently at shoulder length and you want to get to waist length, how are you going to get there? Do you know that there are stages in between those lengths? Do you want your hair to be at one level, aka blunt? Do you want to achieve volume? Do you want to have a more defined curl pattern, or do you want to just overall get length? What do you want? What do you want from your hair? And I would really recommend doing the reason number 1 is assess your hair. And then once you've assessed your hair, you can sit down and write down just 3 simple goals that you want to achieve on your hair, whether that be length, strength, volume, whatever you want to achieve. Write those things down, and we'll get into reason number 3, which is you don't have a hair routine. Like, this is probably the most important reason why your hair is not growing, and it's because you do not have a routine. You can set as much goals as you want, but you're never going to achieve them if you do not have a set routine for your hair. And your routine doesn't have to be anything extensive. You don't have to spend 15 hours doing your hair. You don't have to be in your hair every single day, but at least have a monthly routine where you do things monthly. You can even do things every 2 weeks, such as wash your hair. I personally have a weekly hair routine that I follow. Every single Sunday, I make sure and I wash my hair and I go through my wash day routine religiously. And I've definitely seen the changes in my hair when I stopped neglecting my hair and actually put time and effort into taking care of it and pampering it. I've definitely seen a lot more growth that way than just neglecting it and throwing some conditioner in it, like whatever. So I would highly recommend you go through the first 3 steps. 1, assess your hair. 2, write down your hair goals. And then 3, develop a hair routine. Reason number 4 why your hair is not growing is you are not paying attention to the types of ingredients that are in your hair products. Now, when I was younger, I spent a lot of money on cheap products with bad ingredients. Most of the regular hair products, or like quote unquote drugstore hair products, such as the popular brands like Herbal Essence, Tresemme, Garnier Fructis, those brands, they contain ingredients that are mostly filler ingredients. They have preservatives in them. They have very drying products, and all in all, they don't really promote good health of your hair, and you will not see the results that you're trying to achieve by using those types of products. Now, I'm not saying you can't, like, you should completely forget about those brands, because they do have certain products that are good for certain things, but you need to be paying attention to the ingredients in your products. If you are not standing up and turning around the back of your bottles and reading your products, and if you cannot understand what the first five ingredients are in your product, then you should not be buying that. So, while I would recommend you lean more towards the natural hair type of products, or products that are made for natural hair, you should also be very skeptical of these products, because they may contain ingredients such as silicones, petroleum, and products that just sit on top of your hair and actually don't penetrate your hair. So just be very aware of what you're picking up, and don't just go and look for the cheapest thing, because sometimes the cheapest thing is not the best thing for you. And you need to be aware of certain products. Do you know what types of cleansers are in your products? Do you know what types of humectants are in your products? Do you know what types of sealing agents are in your products? A lot of products contain a lot of alcohols, which are actually very drying to your hair, and it actually is the opposite of what you are trying to achieve. So I would recommend you spending a little more time in Pennywise or wherever you buy your hair products and reading your labels properly, so you buy the correct product for you. Reason number 5 why your hair is not growing is because you are not using the correct tools for your hair. Our hair is very soft and delicate, and if you're using very harsh tools on your hair, it can lead to breakage and damage and prevent you from reaching your hair goals and retaining length, if that is what you want to achieve. Let me show you something. For example, this is a small tooth comb, aka rat tail comb, whatever you want to call it. If you are using this to detangle your hair, most likely you are breaking your hair off. This is a paddle brush. It has spikes, it has the bulbs. If you are using this to detangle your hair, most likely you are breaking your hair off. This is a medium tooth comb. There are also wide teeth combs. If you're using something like this, or even something a little bit bigger than this, they're actually combs a lot bigger than this, then most likely you are in the safe zone. I highly recommend you using medium to wide teeth combs to detangle your hair and even sometimes style your hair, because those lead to less breakage and damage, and it helps you retain the length of your hair. You do not want to be ripping out your hair. You want to preserve your hair as much as you can, and using things like small teeth combs and paddle brushes and this and that and all types of fancy detangling brushes, it's just a lot, and most of the times they don't even do what they're designed to do, and they just rip out your hair. So get yourself a medium to wide teeth comb and see how much you can use it, just to help prevent your hair from excessive breakage and being ripped out of your scalp, because we don't want that, sis. We want our hair on our scalp. We don't want it inside the comb. So definitely that is probably a reason why your hair is not growing. The 6th reason why your hair is not growing is because you are not getting regular trims. Now, I know people who trim their hair every time they go to the hairdresser, which may be once a month, once every 2 months, once every 3 months. You can even do it yourself, but some people refuse to cut their hair at all, and they think by doing that they are actually preserving the length of their hair, and that is absolutely not true. By giving your hair trims, and when I say trims, I mean 1 inch or less, because anything above 1 inch to me is a cut. Sorry, you are cutting your hair once you are cutting above 1 inch. To me personally, because a trim is just supposed to freshen up your ends, make it a little bit more even, get rid of any split ends, single strand knots, anything like that that you need to get rid of, which does not occur above, unless your hair is in a terrible state, does not occur above 1 inch to me personally. Trims are something that actually promotes hair growth. It helps maintain your ends and keep your hair looking fresh. It also gets rid of those damaged, dead ends, single strand knots, split ends, all those things. So your hair is in a state where it's not catering to unhealthy ends, but it's nice and fresh and blunt, and you can retain more that way than holding on to damaged ends. So if you are not getting regular trims, and regular trims can be between every 3 to 6 months. If you are trimming more than every 3 months, that may be a bit excessive. That is if you don't have extreme damage. If you have extreme damage, you may need to trim a little bit more often, maybe every 8 weeks. But if you don't have extreme damage, every 3 to 6 months is a good time frame for you to be getting your trims. And please, guys, please just don't not trim your hair. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't not trim your hair, because you're actually preventing your hair from growing. And the last reason number 7, why your hair is not growing, is you are not being patient with your hair. Yes, your hair grows every single day, but you are not going to see 6 inches overnight. You will see 6 inches maybe in a year if you maintain your routine, keep up with your trims, keep doing what you have to do. You will see those 6 inches. But if you're expecting those 6 inches in a month, I'm sorry to say, it's not going to happen. You need to be patient, you need to be consistent, and you need to be dedicated to your hair in order to see the results that you wish to achieve. And sometimes patience is not my best virtue, I will admit. And sometimes I struggle with just being as consistent as I need to be with my hair. I'm only human, and just like you, I fall off every once in a while. But the important thing is keeping in mind what you want to achieve with your hair, and just jumping back on and being strong and sticking to your goals and sticking to your routine, and you will achieve your hair goals. I promise you that, and you will retain length, and you will get to where you want to be with your hair. Just have a little patience, give yourself some time, set a routine, stick to your routine, and you will achieve what you want to see. And that brings me to the end of this video, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed watching. I hope that you took something away from this video. If you think that there's somebody else out there that can use these tips and take this advice, please share this video with them. Please make sure to give me a big thumbs up, and I appreciate your support so much. If you're not already, please make sure and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Ooh.